Yes, students, listen carefully, dear all students. 23rd question. What is the given 23rd question? The 23rd question we have to find out the H plus ions concentration in acetic acid. Okay. So in the given solution contains sodium acetate is present, CH3COO-Na. The sodium acetate concentration, how much they gave, dear students? 0.2 molar they gave. So it will be ionized to give CH3COO minus and Na plus. So in sodium acetate, the concentration is 0.2. That's why acetate ions concentration also 0.2 molar and Na plus ions concentration is 0.2 molar. Okay, students. Now in the given question, we have to find out the H plus ions concentration in acetic acid. Acetic acid is CH3COOH. The acetic acid is a weak acid. It can be ionized, means it cannot ionize 100%. That's why equilibrium will be exist to gives acetate ion present and H plus ions are present. Okay, at the initial state, the acetic acid concentration, you have to think it is a C, and acetate ions concentration is 0, and this H plus ions concentration is 0. At equilibrium state, this acetate ions concentration is, acetic acid concentration becomes C minus C alpha, and this acetic acid concentration, so it contains both, means the acetic acid is also contains sodium acetate. That's its concentration at equilibrium state is C alpha plus 0.2, and H plus ions concentration is C alpha. And this acetic acid CH3COOH, acetic acid is a weak acid, and its degree of dissociation alpha is less than, very less than 1. That's why we have to consider as 0. Therefore this acetic acid concentration CH3COOH concentration we have to consider as a C only. Is that already how much they gave initial concentration of acetic acid, dear students? 0.1 molar, 0.1 molar. And acetate ions concentration CH3COO minus ions concentration at equilibrium state is equals to, this C alpha is negligible, then it is equals to 0.2 only. Now we know that for acetic acid, acid dissociation constant Ka is equals to acetate ions concentration CH3COO minus concentration into H plus ions concentration divided by acetic acid concentration H3COH. So from this equation we have to find out the H plus ions concentration. So from this H plus ions concentration, already Ka value they gave. Acid dissociation constant for acetic acid is 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Then H plus ions concentration is equals to, H plus ions concentration is equals to Ka into concentration of acid. Ka value how much they gave, dear students? 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into acetic acid concentration at equilibrium state is 0.1 molar divided by acetate ion concentration is 0.2. Acetate ions concentration is 0.2. Is on simplification will get 0.9 into 10 to the power of minus 5 molar. Okay, is nothing but 9 into 10 to the power of minus 6 molar. Okay, students. So the answer is D option. In the same way, for example, instead of acetic acid, any weak bases they gave, then also we have to find out the OH minus concentration in the same way only. But here the acetate ions concentration, why it becomes 0.2, dear students? Because that sodium acetate is a strong electrolyte. It will be ionized to give CH3COO minus and Na plus, and its concentration is 0.2 molar. That's why it is 1 mole. That's why it is also 1 mole is formed. 1 mole is formed. That's why it is 0.2, and it is also 0.2 came. And acetic acid is a weak acid, and its degree of dissociation. This alpha is equals to almost zero, negligible. That's why this acetic acid CH3CO minus concentration is equals to means C alpha plus 0.2 we have to consider as 0.2 only, and in that H plus ions concentration is equals to 9 into 10 to the power of minus 6 molar K. So the answer is D option. Okay, students, this kind of questions are very, very important. Okay, let's go for next question, dear students. 24th question. It's very easy. Aqueous solution, which of the following compound is the best conductor of electric current? Means best conductor we have to think. So best conductors means degree of ionization, means best conductors are nothing but strong electrolytes. Okay, so for strong electrolytes, the strong electrolytes are good conductors. Why strong electrolytes are good conductors, dear students? Because the degree of dissociation or ionization, dissociation or ionization constant, alpha is equals to 1, means 100% ionization takes place. That's why they act as a strong electrolytes. So strong electrolytes, example, strong acids, okay, strong bases, and strong acid plus strong base salts. So in the given example, in the given options, which is strong electrolyte, means you have to think strong acid, strong base are present, or strong acid, strong base salts are present. They acts as a strong electrolytes, and they acts as a good conductors of electricity. So HCl is a strong acid. That's why it is a good conductor of electricity. So the answer is a first option. Whereas ammonia is a weak base. Okay, weak base, and fructose is a non-conductor. Its alpha is equals to 0, cannot ionize, and acetic acid is a weak acid. That's why the strong acid is HCl. It acts as a good conductor of electricity. So the answer is a first option. Okay, students, and let's go for next 25th question. 25th question, students. What is the given 25th question? Yes, we have to identify which of the following pair is not an acidic buffer solution. Okay, first you think about that buffer solutions. Buffer solution means what it is, dear students? By the addition of some amount of acid or base, or upon dilution, its concentration or pH value does not changes. Such kind of solutions are called as buffer solutions. The buffer solutions are two types. One is acidic buffer solution. The second one is basic buffer solution. So if you observe that acidic buffer solutions, so they're asked which is not acidic buffer solution. First we have to think about what is meaning of acidic buffer. Acidic buffer solution. Acidic buffer solution means is the mixture of weak acid plus weak acid strong base salt. Weak acid strong base salt, that kind of mixture we have to consider as acidic buffer solution. For example, first option, if you observe that this acetic acid is a weak acid, acetic acid and sodium acetate CH3COO Na. The sodium acetate is formed from the acetic acid plus NaOH, means is the mixture of weak acid plus strong base salt. Okay, students, so that's why it is acidic buffer solution. And B option, if you are checked, H2CO3. H2CO3 is carbonic acid, is a weak acid. It is a weak acid. It's corresponding that weak acid strong base salt H2CO3 plus NaOH. If it is on combined, the weak acid strong base combined to gives a salt is Na2CO3, sodium carbonate is a salt of weak acid plus strong base salt. Okay, students, it is also belongs to acidic buffer solution. In the same way, C option, if you observe that H3PO4, H3PO4 is a weak acid, phosphoric acid, and the corresponding salt, if phosphoric acid H3PO4 react with 3 moles of NaOH to give sodium phosphate Na3PO4. This is the mixture of weak acid and a strong base salt. That's why it is also belongs to acidic buffer solution. But if you observe that D option, HCl, hydrochloric acid, is a strong acid. Is a strong acid. Hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. Its corresponding salt NaClO4 is a salt of strong acid plus strong base salt. Okay, students, is not a acidic buffer solution. It is not acidic buffer. Okay, students, so the answer is D option. In the same way, basic buffer solution. Basic buffer examples, what it is, dear students, the basic buffer means weak base plus weak base and a strong acid salt. Strong acid salt. Like example, for example, weak base is NH4OH and corresponding weak base strong acid salt means ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. This combination, this mixture is belongs to basic buffer solution. Okay, acidic buffer solutions and basic buffer solutions, pH calculations given by Henderson equation. That equation related problems also very important. Okay, students, let's go for 26th question. 26th question, let's see, dear students, lactic acid concentration. Lactic acid is a weak acid, dear students. It is an organic acid, is a weak acid. Its concentration, how much they gave in that question, dear students? 0.10 molar they gave. And this lactic acid is how much ionized, dear students? 3.7 percentage is dissociated. So the alpha is nothing but degree of dissociation or ionization. Alpha is equals to 3.7 percentage. Alpha is equals to 3.7 percentage. Is nothing but 3. Is nothing but 3.7 percentage by 100 is nothing but 0.037. Now what we have to find out, dear students, for this the value of dissociation constant, Ka value they asked. So this is a weak acids, and we know that for weak acids acid dissociation constant, acid dissociation constant, Ka is equals to C alpha square. Ka is equals to C alpha square. Okay, students, Ka is equals to C alpha square. And similarly, for weak bases, Kb is also is equals to C alpha square. Okay, students. So where C is equals to concentration of weak base and alpha is equals to degree of dissociation of base. Okay, now in the question, concentration of weak acid, how much they gave, dear students? 0.1 they gave. And alpha value, how much we got, dear student? 0.037 whole square. Is on simplification, is upon simplification, we'll get 1.4 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay, the simplifications and all just you have to practice, then we'll get exact answers. So 1.4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 option is presented, B option. So the answer is B. So you have to remember lactic acid is a weak acid and alpha value they gave. In that case, the acid dissociation constant formula Ka is equals to C alpha square. Okay, and C value you have to substitute and alpha value you have to substitute. On simplification, we'll get the proper answer. Okay, students. Now let's see that 27th question. Acidic buffer solutions they give. 27th question. The dissociation constant of weak acid. So Ka value they gave. Okay, students. So Ka acid dissociation constant Ka they gave 10 to the power of minus 4. 10 to the power of minus 4 they gave. In order to preparation of a buffer solution, the pH is equals to 5 they gave. The pH is equals to 5 means less than 7 means acidic buffer solution. So for this acidic buffer solution, pH is equals to 5 they gave, and we have to find out the concentration of salt by concentration of acid ratio is how much ratio we have to find out. Means is nothing but the ratio of salt is to ratio of acid, how much we have to find out in the given solution. And we know that for acidic buffer solutions pH is equals to pKa plus log concentration of salt by concentration of acid. S means salt, dear students, where S is equals to salt and A is equals to acid. A is equals to acid. Okay, students. Now, just you have to substitute that pH value. We know that. Then this formula, the pH is equals to pKa means minus log Ka plus log concentration of salt by concentration of acid. So the pH 5 they gave, and minus log Ka value 10 to the power of minus 4 they gave. Ka value is how much they gave, dear students? 10 to the power of minus 4. 10 to the power of minus 4 plus log salt by acid. Okay, so this is nothing but 5 is equals to 10 to the power of minus 4 is nothing but minus 4 minus of minus 4 into log 10 plus log salt concentration by acid. Then it is nothing but plus, then log 10 value is 1. Log 10 is equals to 1. Then it is 4. It becomes 4. Then the log concentration of salt by concentration of acid is equals to 5 minus 4 is nothing but 1. So the log S by A is equals to 1. This log is nothing but base 10 is nothing but 10 to the power of 1. 10 to the power of 1 value is 10 is nothing but therefore concentration of salt ratio is to concentration of acid is equals to 10 is nothing but 10 by 1 is nothing but 10 is to 1. So the answer is 10 is to 1. D option is correct. Okay, students. So here acidic buffer solution formula we are used, and finally we are find out the ratio of salt is to acid is equals to 10 is to 1 ratio they are present. Okay, this kind of problems are very important. In the same way, basic buffer solutions pH is equals to 14 minus pKb plus log concentration of salt by base. Okay, let's go for next 28th question, dear students. 28th question, basic buffer solution. So for this basic buffer solution, what they're asked, the pH value they're asked. So for basic buffer solutions, first basic buffer solutions, basic buffer solution, concentration of base is equals to concentration of ammonia. They gave how much, dear students? In the question 0.3. And concentration of salt is equals to NH4 plus ion is equals to how much they gave? 0.20 molar they gave. Okay, next base dissociation constant Kb, the base dissociation constant they gave 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Okay, Kb they gave. For this basic buffer solutions, the POH is equals to pKb plus log pKb plus log concentration of salt by concentration of base. Just upon substitution, the POH is equals to P kb means minus log kb, minus log kb plus log concentration of salt is nothing but NH4 plus ions concentration, and base is nothing but ammonia. This is on simplification. The POH is equals to minus log 1 point kb value 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 5. 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 5 plus log ammonia concentration is nothing but 0.3 divided by 0.2. Okay, now let's see that POH is equals to, this is nothing but 5 minus log 1.8 plus log 3 minus log 2, because 0.3 by 0.2 is nothing but 3 by 2. Log A by B is nothing but log A minus log B. Log A by B is nothing but log A minus log B. So according to this, we are find out is on simplification. Log 1.8 value they gave 0.25, log 2 value 0.3, log 3 value is 5 minus 0.25 plus log 3 value is 0.47 minus 0.3 is on simplification. We'll get the POH of basic buffer solution is equals to 4.58. 4.58 will comes, and pH of basic buffer solution is equals to 14 minus POH, because we know that pH plus POH is equals to 14. Then the pH is equals to 14 minus POH. Okay, according to that, 14 minus 4.58, then we'll get 9. We'll get, upon simplification, we'll get 9.42. 9.42 will come. So it is approximately is equals to B option. So the answer is B. So here simplification is very, very important. Division, multiplications and logarithms, so we have to remember up to log 10 values. Okay, log 1, log 2, log 3, log 4, log 5, log 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So those values, log 1 is 0, log 2 is 0.3, log 4 is equals to 0.47. Sorry, log 4 is equals to 0.6, log 3 is equals to 0.47, and log 6 is nothing but log 2 plus log 3 value, and log 7 is around 0.9 something, log 8, log 9, log 10, like that all values we have to remember. Sometimes they will give, sometimes they won't give. Also we have to remember log 1 to log 10 values we have to remember in our mind. Then only we can solve this kind of questions very easily. Okay students, and let's go for next question, 29 question, dear students. So the PCl5 is on decomposition. So these questions are very, very important. So let's see, dear students, we have to find out the equilibrium constant. The PCl5 is on decompose to gives PCl3 gas and Cl2 gas. Okay, at initial, okay, and at initial state, it has only 2 moles are present, and it is 0 and 0, because in the question they gave 2 moles of PCl5 is present, and it is a balanced equation. According to this, 1 mole of PCl5 decomposed to gives 1 mole of PCl3 and 1 mole of Cl2. Now is on decompose, and it is a 40% of PCl3 is decomposed. That alpha is equals to 40%. Okay, wait, dear students. At equilibrium state, it decomposes some amount, that is, let it be alpha, means 2 minus alpha, and it is formed alpha and alpha, but alpha is equals to 40% of PCl5. So how much PC alpha is present, dear students? Initially 2 moles is nothing but 40 percentage. 40 by 100 into 2 is nothing but 0.8. So at equilibrium state, so the PC alpha is equals to 2 minus 0.8, and PCl3 is formed 0.8, and the number of moles of Cl2 is also 0.8, and at equilibrium state concentration PCl5 concentration is equals to the, what is the volume of the vessel, dear students? The volume of the vessel is 2 liters. So it is, on simplification we will get 1.2, then it is equals to 1.2 by 2, because the concentration is equals to N by V. Concentration is nothing but N by V, number of moles per volume in liters. So that liters, 2 liters they gave, and that PCl3 concentration is equals to 0.8 by 2, and Cl2 concentration is equals to 0.8 by 2, and equilibrium constant for the above equation is equals to concentration of PCl3 into concentration of Cl2 divided by concentration of PCl5. Okay students, and let's substitute the concentration values, then we'll get proper answer. So the concentration of PCl3, how much they gave, dear students? 0.8 by 2 into 0.8 by 2 divided by 1.2 whole by 2 is on a simplification is nothing but just you have to simplify, then we'll get answer is 0.266, like will comes 0.266 is nothing but approximately 0.267. So the answer is B option. So here we have to remember at equilibrium state how many moles of PCl5 and PCl3 and Cl2 is present, that we have to calculate. So the initially the PCl5 2 moles they gave, but at equilibrium state how much amount of PCl5 is on decomposing? 40% decomposing. Let it that how much amount decompose, let it be alpha, that alpha is equals to, if is alpha amount is decreased, decomposed means alpha is formed, because that it is 1 mole and it is also 1 mole, it is also 1 mole, that's why 1 alpha and 1 alpha is formed, but alpha is equals to 40% of PC alpha. Then 40% of PC alpha means 40 by 100 into 2 is nothing but 0.8. Then alpha we got, then number of moles at equilibrium state, all reactants and products we got. So PC alpha how much is present here, students? 1.2, and PCl3 0.8, and Cl2 0.8, but volume is equals to 2 liters. Volume is equals to 2 liters. That's why the concentration of PC alpha is nothing but 1.2 by 2, and PCl3 is 0.8 by 2, and Cl2 is 0.8 by 2. For the above equation, the equilibrium constant formula is equals to concentration of PCl3 into concentration of Cl2 by concentration of PCl5. Just you have to substitute the values, then we'll get final value, final result. So how much K value, dear students? 0.267 is the answer. So the answer is a B option. Okay students, and let's see that 30th question. This kind of model questions are very important for NEET and JEE examination. Okay, let's see for 30th question. Okay students, 30. This 30th question, what we have to find out, dear students? The value of Kp we need to find out. So the Kp value they gave, the percentage of dissociation of N2O5 means alpha value we have to find out. What is the alpha degree of dissociation of N2O4 we have to find out. At that equilibrium state, the total percentage is equals to 0.5 atmospheres they gave. Let's write that given equation, dear students. N2O4 is on decomposed to gives 2 moles of NO2 gas, nitrogen dioxide gas. Okay, at initial state, it is 1 mole, it is present, let it be 1 mole of N2O5 is present and it is 0 moles. At equilibrium state, that N2O5 is decomposed at alpha, means 1 minus alpha, and forms 2 alpha is formed. Okay, is the equilibrium state. Now the total at equilibrium state, total number of moles. Total number of moles means reactants and products. How many moles are present, dear students? 1 minus alpha plus 2 alpha is nothing but 1 plus alpha moles are present total. And at equilibrium state, total pressure, how much they gave, dear students? The PT is equals to 0.5 atmospheres. So based on this concept, I have to identify, we have to calculate partial pressures of reactants and product. So we know that Dalton's law of partial pressure. Okay, we know that according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, the partial pressure at equilibrium state, partial pressure or pressure of N2O4 is equals to mole fraction of N2O4 into total pressure. So the mole fraction of N2O4, how to calculate, dear students? Number of moles of N2O4 by total number of moles. Number of moles of N2O4, how much we got, dear students? 1 minus alpha at equilibrium state. The total number of moles 1 plus alpha into PT value. The total pressure is 0.5. Okay, this is the partial pressure or pressure of N2O4 at equilibrium state. N2O4 at equilibrium state we got. Okay, now the same way at equilibrium state, the pressure of NO2, how much, dear students? The pressure of NO2 is nothing but mole fraction of NO2 into total pressure. The mole fraction, how much we got? Number of moles of NO2 means 2 alpha. The number of moles of NO2 is nothing but 2 alpha by total number of moles, 1 plus alpha into 0.5, the total pressure. Now the partial pressures are pressures of N2O4 and NO2 at equilibrium state we calculated. Now we know that Kp is equals to pressure of NO2 whole square by pressure of N2O4 at equilibrium state. And Kp value, we know that how much they gave, dear students? 2 they gave. And Kp is equals to 2 they gave. So that Kp derived. This is the Kp formula, we know that, but we don't know the pressure of NO2 and pressure of N2O4. That's why we are calculated by using Dalton's law. Okay. Now the pressure of NO2, just you have to substitute, that is 2 alpha by 1 plus alpha whole square into 0.5 whole square divided by pressure of NO2 means 1 minus alpha by 1 plus alpha into 0.5 is equals to 2. This is on simplification, we'll get 2 is equals to 4 alpha square divided by 1 plus alpha into 1 minus alpha. 1 plus alpha into 1 minus alpha into 0.5. Okay, students, this 1 plus alpha, a plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. So this is on simplification. Is nothing but 2 into this 2 will cancel, dear students. 2 1 ja, 2 2 ja, then is nothing but 1. 1 means 1 minus alpha square is equals to 2 into 0.5 is nothing but 1 only, is nothing but alpha square. Then the alpha square is equals to, means 2 alpha square is equals to 2 alpha square is equals to 1. Then alpha is equals to root over 0.5. The root over 0.5 value is 0.707. So the percentage of alpha. So alpha is equals to how much we got, dear students? 0.707 we got. Percentage of alpha is equals to 0.707 into 100. Then we'll get 70.7. 70.7. So the answer is approximately how much, dear students? How much N2O4 is decomposed? Is nothing but 71%. 71% is decomposed. So if the 71% is decomposed, then the equilibrium constant Kp value how much will comes? 2 will comes. Okay. At that equilibrium state, the total pressure is 0.5 atmosphere will comes. Okay. This kind of questions also very, very important. Okay. Let's go for next question, dear students. This is very, very important graphical representation question and very easy. Just you have to observe from the graph what they're asked, what is the Kc value, equilibrium constant. So in the given reaction, A is converted into 2B. Okay, at initial concentration of A. See this initial concentration A. This is the reactant and this is the product. Okay, this is the equilibrium state. These are the equilibrium state. Because equilibrium state. Equilibrium state means the concentrations of reactants and products both are constant. That state is known as equilibrium state. That's why that initial concentration of A, how much they gave, dear students? 0.3 they gave. 0.3. It is 0. B is not formed. At equilibrium state, from the graph, directly we are getting at equilibrium state from graph how much concentration of A is formed, dear students? Is nothing but this is the equilibrium state. Concentration of A is equals to gradually decreases and it is fixed. How much? 0.1. 0.1. And the concentration of B is fixed. It is 0.4. And Kc is equals to concentration of B whole square by concentration of A. And 0.4 whole square by 0.1. 0.1 is nothing but 0.16 by 0.1 is nothing but 1.6. 1.6 value is more than 1. Therefore, Kc value is more than 1. So the option is first option. So just it's very easy. Don't confuse while seeing the question. How to solve, like graphical representation they given and the values they are not given. So just you observe that graph. So concentration of A is constant and the concentration of B at this point it is constant. Means this is the equilibrium state. It is equilibrium state and it is also equilibrium state. So that equilibrium state concentration of A 0.1, concentration of B 0.4 and formula is B square by A. And it is value 1.6. 1.6 means more than 1. So the option is A. Okay, students. Let's go for next question. Okay, next question, dear students. Listen carefully. How to solve this question? The degree of dissociation of acetic acid, Ka value they gave 0.1 molar solution. Sorry. Ka value is 1.32 into 10 to the power of -2 they gave. Find out the dissociation constant. Ka value they are asked. Okay. So the acetic acid is a weak acid, CH3COOH is on decomposed to gives CH3COO minus and H plus ions. Okay, for this at initial concentration you have to think it is C and it is 0 and 0 at equilibrium state. Its concentration is decreased C alpha and it is formed C alpha and C alpha will be formed. At alpha is equals to, and alpha how much they gave, dear students? And alpha they gave the degree of dissociation constant. Alpha is equals to 1.32 into 10 to the power of minus 2 they gave. 1.32 into 10 to the power of minus 2 is nothing but 0.0132 alpha they gave. So at equilibrium state, the concentration of acetic acid is equals to C into 1 minus alpha. C value how much they gave? Initial concentration is equals to 0.1 they gave. So 0.1 into 1 minus alpha 0.0132 and it is C alpha means 0.1 into 0.0132 and this is also 0.1 into 0.0132. Now the acid dissociation constant Ka is equals to concentration of acetate ion into concentration of H plus ions by concentration of acetic acid. Okay, just you substitute the values 0.1 into 0.0132 into 0.1 into 0.0132 divided by 0.1 into 1 minus 0.0132 is on simplification. We'll get 1.76 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Okay, 1.76 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So the answer is a C option. So simplification we have to do. Means 0.1. This let's observe means this one 0.1 will cancel. Next we have to do 1 minus 0.0132 means approximately 0.9 something will comes and this you have to divide and multiply and divide properly, then we'll get approximately 1.76 into 10 to the power of minus 5 will come. So the option is a C option. Okay students, that Ka acid dissociation constant. So here how to solve? So concentration of acetic acid they gave, C they gave. How much it will be decreased at equilibrium state? C alpha will be decreased and alpha also they gave. So at equilibrium state acetic acid concentration is equals to C into 1 minus alpha. Is nothing but C into 1 minus alpha, and remaining acetate ions and H plus ions concentration is C alpha and C alpha, and Ka formula we know that, just to substitute then we'll get a answer. So the answer is C option. Okay students, and let's go for 33 question. 33. So the 33 is nothing but solubility and solubility product relation. So that silver oxalate they give. So Az2 C2O4. This is nothing but A2B type salt. A2B type salt. Okay students, it will be ionized to gives 2 Ag plus ions and C2O4 2 minus ions. So for this what we have to find out, dear students? The solubility product we have to find out, and for this concentration of Ag plus ions they gave, and we know that its solubility of Ag plus ions, this salt solubility, let it be S, that Ag plus ion solubility is 2S and oxalate ion solubility is S, and the silver ions Ag plus ion solubility is equals to 2S is equals to how much they gave, dear students? 2.2 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Then S is equals to divided by 2 means 1.1 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay, it's very clear. S value, you know that. For A to B type of salts, then KSB, the solubility product is equals to 2S whole square into S. Okay, is nothing but that KSP is equals to 4S cube. Is nothing but a 4S cube. Therefore, KSP, the solubility product is equals to 4 into S value. How much we got, dear students? 1.1 into 10 to the power of minus 4 whole cube. Okay, then is on simplification, we'll get approximately 5.32 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So 10 to the power of minus 4 whole cube means 10 to the power of minus 12. 1.1 whole cube into 4, if you are simplified, then 5.32 will comes. So the answer is a C option. Okay, students. So solubility and solubility product relations are very, very important. AB type of salts, A to B, or BA2 type. So these or AX, BY type of salts, that relation we must have to remember in our mind. According to that, we have to solve whether they want solubility product they're asked means solubility product you have to calculate. Agar solubility product they gave, but solubility they're asked means solubility you have to calculate. However, they will ask both two types of questions from solubility and solubility product related questions. Okay, students, let's go for 34 question. This is also related to same concept and another model. The solubility of AgCl. AgCl they gave in 0. Okay, students. So, like one beaker is present, in this beaker they contain 0.1 molar NaCl is present, and the partial soluble salt is silver chloride is present, AgCl. Okay, that AgCl solubility product they gave, the solubility product, and we have to find out the solubility of AgCl with solubility product KSP they gave. Solubility product they gave, we have to find out S. What is the S value? Solubility of silver chloride we have to find out, and its KSP is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 they gave. Okay, students, now let's observe that NaCl, the sodium chloride, solubility 0.1 molar. It will be ionized, completely ionized to gives Na plus and Cl minus. Its Na plus concentration is 0.1 and chloride ions concentration is also 0.1. And but silver chloride is partially ionized and exists equilibrium state to produce Ag plus ions and chloride ions. And this silver chloride is present in NaCl. Let it be its solubility is S, then Ag plus ion solubility is S, but silver chloride ions solubility is equals to S plus 0.1, but the solubility of chloride ions is equals to S plus 0.1, but the S value is very smaller than 0.1. That's why this S plus 0.1 we have to consider as 0.1 only. And this AgCl is a AB type of salt. AB type of salt. So for this AB type of salt, solubility product KSP is equals to the solubility of Ag plus into the solubility of silver chloride ions, S into 0.1. And KSP value, how much they gave, dear students? 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10. 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Then S is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 divided by 0.1. 0.1 means 10. It becomes 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 9 molar. So the answer is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 9 molar. B option is correct. Okay, students, let's go for next question. Barium hydroxide. Okay, students, 35 question. 35 barium hydroxide, the pH of saturated barium hydroxide solution, they gave this barium hydroxide pH is equals to 12. Okay, and this pH is, it is a base, means the pH is 12, means POH is equals to how much, dear students? 14 minus 12 is equals to 2. Then OH minus ions concentration is equals to, OH minus concentration is equals to, because the POH is equals to minus log OH minus concentration. That OH minus concentration is equals to 10 to the power of minus POH. Okay, POH value is equals to 2 they gave, that's why it is equals to 10 to the power of minus 2. Now, OH minus concentration, we know that 10 to the power of minus 2, and we have to find out the solubility product. So that barium hydroxide is a B2 type of salt. It can be ionized to gives Ba plus 2 plus 2 OH minus ions. Okay, and let it that OH minus ions concentration, solubility is S, and its solubility S, its solubility is 2S, because 2 OH minus ions are there. And the OH minus concentration, we know that is equals to 2S is equals to 10 to the power of minus 2. Then S is equals to 1 by 2, means 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, now for this above salt, KSP is equals to S into 2S whole square. From this, KSP is equals to 4S cube, and let substitute S value 4 into 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole cube is on simplification, is upon simplification will get 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7, 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7. So the answer is B option is correct. Okay, students, 35, B option is correct. Okay, let's go for 36th question. The ionization constant of ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide ionization constant they gave NH4OH. The ammonium hydroxide NH4OH is a weak base. That's why its Kb value they gave. How much they gave, dear students? 1.77 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Next, the hydrolysis constant of ammonium chloride they asked. NH4Cl. This NH4Cl is a weak base plus strong acid salt. Its hydrolysis constant Kh we have to find out. So for this kind of salts, the Kh is equals to Kw by Kb, and Kw means what it is. Kw, the Kw is nothing but ionic product of water. Ionic product of water. Ionic product of water is equals to 10 to the power of minus 14 at room temperature. At RT is nothing but 298 kelvins. Okay, students. So the value is 10 to the power of minus 14 by Kw value. Already they gave 1.77 into 10 to the power of minus 5 is on simplification. Is on simplification. We'll get 5.65 into 10 to the power of minus 10. 5.65 into 10 to the power of minus 10. The option is correct. Okay, students. Let's see that 37th question. 37th question. Strongest conjugate base we have to identify. We know that acid, if weak acid, its conjugate base is strong. Conjugate base is strong. So among that, just you have to write corresponding acids. SO4 2 minus, its corresponding acid conjugate its acid, sorry, H2SO4. H2SO4 is a strong acid. Its corresponding conjugate base SO4 2 minus, the conjugate base is weak. Okay, in the same way, HCl, hydrochloric acid, is a strong acid. Its corresponding conjugate base is a weak. In the same way, HNO3 means conjugate acid base concept we have to remember. What is the meaning of conjugate acid base pair, student? An acid and base differed by one proton is known as a conjugate acid base pair. So HNO3 is acid, its corresponding conjugate base is NO3 minus, and it is a strong acid and its conjugate base is a weak. Okay, and the same way acetic acid CH3COOH is a weak acid. Its corresponding conjugate base acetate ion CH3CO minus is a strong conjugate base. So the answer is D. Same, if strong acid, its corresponding conjugate base is weak. The same way, if base is strong, its corresponding conjugate acid is weak. If base is weak, corresponding conjugate acid is strong. So that concept we have to remember, then we have to solve these questions. Okay, let's go for 38th question, dear students. The 38th question, which one of the following is most soluble, they gave. So for this identification, they gave KSP value. If the KSP value increases, the solubility of salt in aqueous solutions, in aqueous medium, the solubility of salt in aqueous medium increases. So we have to identify which having higher KSP value. So if you observe the 10 to the power of minus 70 is there, 10 to the power of minus 51, 10 to the power of minus 37, 10 to the power of minus 16 is there. Negative power on the power negative values increases means the resultant value will be decreases. So the lower negative value has highest value. So the answer is D, because it has higher KSP value. So MnS has more KSP value. Hence, its solubility is more. Okay, students, this is about some important each conceptual related equilibrium chapter objective questions. Okay, so I covered almost all models in 3 videos. So I'll share that link. Everyone has to watch carefully and try to understand and practice related problems, and subscribe my channel and support to me. Okay, thank you.